Hello guys, it's me Kid here. Welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm giving my honest opinion on the new tower defense game, Anime Reborn. This isn't a hate rant or anything, I just want to share my experience with you guys and anyone who hasn't already tried out the game yet. My reaction is completely non-biased as I'm not being sponsored in any way, shape, or form. So first, I'll start off with the pros the game has, then I'll move on to the cons, and lastly, I'll give my final conclusion about the game to rate it. But before we get into all of that, here's a word from my good friend, me.
Awesome intro. Are you guys broke? Are you tired of not being able to afford game passes? Well, at 10,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a $30 Robux giveaway where I give out 3 $10 Roblox gift cards straight to you guys as a way of me saying thank you for all you've done for me. Now that's out of the way, let's get right back to the video.
Okay pros, let's start off with the early content starting out. The game is very easy to get into as they released a ton of new codes for starters and there's genuinely lots of good traits to roll for when starting out. To put it into perspective, it's 2.1% chance to obtain a mythical trait when rolling a unit. There's plenty of opportunities for rerolls as you can pretty much obtain them from story mode, challenges, the shop, codes, low rewards, and also not to mention the index. As we further progress, I think that in the future they might add in a new battle pass which will also grant rerolls. Moving on to the story, we have 4 different stages with 6 acts, 2 of which have legend stages where you can obtain the secret units Android 21 and Kaido. They are both also a 0.5% chance to get. The game's not easy, but it's also not very hard. As long as you have some sort of brain and can strategize very well, I'm confident you could complete most of the story without a single mythic unit. As for the challenges, they're actually quite very easy once you get the gist of playing the story. The game isn't super pay to win either. I can prove that by showing you guys my inventory right now. Everything I've obtained up until now was 100% free to play. I have not spent a single cent and I have good units and most secrets in the game so far, along with good traits. Yes, you can buy a cheap bundle and obtain things faster if you don't feel like waiting, but why do that when you can get all of these things for free with just a little bit of grinding? Okay, now as for the units, they're definitely above average. They look very clean. Anyone can tell that they've obviously put loads of time into sculpting the models to look like their counterparts in the animes. They're released with a ton of units too, around 40 I believe, so no complaints there. Now that you've obtained everything to the secrets, to the trait rerolls, and everything evoed, what is there to do now? Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. There's nothing to do. There isn't much in-game content so far. All we can hope for is that there's consistent early updates in the future. In the Discord, they announced that there will be an update in the near future, so we do have a little bit of hope for that. Might get delayed though, but honestly, who cares? Okay, now that I talked about the good side, let's go ahead and go over the bad side. First thing I want to talk about is the issue with the game being a little too easy. What I mean by that is rerolls are too accessible, making trait values lower. Don't get me wrong, it's still kind of hard to get the right trait, but at the end of the day, it's just RNG. But now at the same time, look at games like Vanguards that reward you with just the right amount to not make it too unbearable, but at the same time, it just gives you the right amount to keep wanting to play the game, if that makes sense. It feels like whoever thought of the rewarding system was just being a little too generous when finding ways to reward players with roles. Moving on, I don't really have anything hateful to say, guys. I know that this game isn't perfect, but aside from minor bugs and things that are getting fixed and patched daily, there isn't much cons to it. It's a mix of other tower defense games into one that goes off of basically what the community suggests and, you know, the YouTubers that help make the game. I think that it has insane potential. My final rating I'll give to this game is a solid 8 out of 10. I would recommend you guys go ahead and try it out for yourselves. Depending on the future I'm predicting, it can either raise to like maybe 8.5 to a 9 or either decrease down to a 5 or 6 if it has bad updates. It's only like the 3rd day of its release, and as this is being uploaded, I'm looking forward to what they have more in store for us. That's all I'm going to say for this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.